Oh boy. Whoops. Right, the Ratchet Clank series. Yes, I love this series. Ratchet Clank 2, I've reviewed this, so I don't need to say much, do I? Far from my favourite Ratchet Clank game, but it's a great game nonetheless. Ratchet Clank 3, oh yes, this is definitely considered to be the best Ratchet Clank game out there. And I see why. Because it's just so awesome, you know? It's got a lot of engaging missions, the story is more epic, even though it's a little more cliche than the other two, but it's still more epic. And the level designs are just out of this world, well not really out of this world, just great to look at, and the music is pretty memorable as well, yeah. Any PS2 owner needs to have this game, and yeah, definitely. Ratchet Gladiator, aka Ratchet Deadlocked. And I talked about this game in my top 5 games I used to hate and now I don't. Yeah, I didn't really notice its grace as a kid, but now I do, and I love Ratchet Deadlocked now, or Ratchet Gladiator, whatever. Now the Jak and Daxter series, I love this series too. Let's begin with the first one. Oh boy, I love this game, I effing love it to death. And of course I did a review on it, so I don't need to say much, do I? All I know is, it's just a masterpiece of a 3D platformer. Enough said. Jak 3. I don't have a physical copy of Jak 2 at the moment. I'll need to get round to that. Jak 3, it's my second favourite Jak and Daxter game. I know a lot of people say it's probably their third favourite because, you know, the story and all that was kinda weak, but I like it better than Jak 2, mainly because the difficulty is not as high this time. The deserts, it's got a better environment, and it's got more awesome vehicles. And the bosses are more harder as well. Yeah, haven't really played it much. Might get doing that as well. And of course, my all-time favourite PS2 trilogy, Sly Cooper. Yeah. You know how much I adore this series. Let me begin with the original, Sly Raccoon. I bought this game day one. I've been a fan of the series day one. Yeah, it's just like any other typical 3D platformer, but but it adds more stealth elements, and it's just awesome. Yeah. Sly 2 Band of Thieves. In my opinion, even better than the original. It's more stealth based. And you can play as Murray and Bentley this time, and they're more useful to the team in my opinion. I know a lot of people say that this is inferior to the original because of that, but I like playing as Bentley and Murray because it gives more depth to the gameplay. And if they didn't add these two as playable characters, then Sly's gameplay would pretty much get boring after a while. Yeah, that's just me. I just love this game, but I don't love it as much as this, Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. I did a review on this game. Oh god. This game is not just my favourite Sly Cooper game, it is also my favourite PS2 game of all time. Yes, it is this one. I love it, I even love it more than Ratchet Clank 3. That's just me though. Yeah. Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves, you rock. Alright. Here's another series that I like as well, the Ape Escape Series. Even though the Ape Escape sequels are only on the PS2, but I already reviewed them as well. So Ape Escape 2, okay game, could have been better. Ape Escape 3, great game. Here's another game I don't like talking about, Enter the Matrix. See my top 5 video games I used to love and now I don't, to see more details. Next game. Let's go over here. Move these out of the way. Over the Hedge, the video game. I loved the movie at the time, and yeah, that's why I decided to get this game. And it's a decent co-op game. You get to play as RJ, Vern, Hammy and Stella in the game, all 4 of them. Well, you get to choose whoever you want in a team, 2 of them. Yeah, it's a decent co-op game. The only problem is that it can get pretty boring after a while in the single player. But if you play it in the multiplayer, it will remain fun from beginning to end. Yeah. Alright. Open Season, another movie-based game. I don't like this as much as Over the Hedge, but it's a pretty decent game as well. You get to use the animals as weapons in this game, just like in the movie. Yeah, haven't played it in a long time though. Yeah. Rayman Raving Rabbits. Jesus Christ. This is considered to be the black sheep of the Rayman series, and I can see why. Yeah. Pretty mediocre party game as well. Yeah. Alright, let me try and reach over here. Tom and Jerry and in the War of the Whiskers. This is, in my opinion, the best Tom and Jerry game out there. It's a fighting game, and yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for this one as well. And if you're a Tom and Jerry fan and you can't find the right Tom and Jerry game to play, stop looking anymore, because this game you need to get. Alright, here's another series, the Grand Theft Auto series. Right. Grand Theft Auto 3. This is a good game. However, when you played Vice City and San Andreas, it wouldn't really appeal to you much anymore. But for this game, but for the time that it was released before Vice City and San Andreas, it was the shit. Yeah. Oh, my nose is itchy. Right. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Yeah, I like this game too, even though I find it to be a little bit glitchy at times. But what the best thing about this game is that it captures the 80s perfectly. And my nose is itchy again. Yeah, and the story is, and I like the story as well, even though I kind of forget what it was about. Yeah. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the best Grand Theft Auto game, hands down. Fuck GTA 4, this is still the best, okay? I mean, what's not to love about it? I mean, it's got a lot of missions to do, the environment's a lot more bigger, the characters are more believable and memorable, and more funnier as well, like OG Loke. And the soundtrack just perfectly fits the setting of the game. It's set in the early 90s, and right, and ears itchy as well, and it just, you know, there's nothing much to say about this game. Just like Ratchet and Clank 3, any PS2 owner needs to have this game. And here's a game that is just unbelievably awful. Pimp My Ride. I don't care what you think about this game. This game is a pile of crap. Really. And you can see I paid $17.99 for this game. $17.99! Christ. This is just... Oh, it's definitely the worst PS2 game I've ever played, hands down. Okay? No reason to play it unless you want to punish yourself for something. Other than that, avoid this piece of shite at all costs. And the last game I have is Canis Kingdom Edit, also made by Rockstar. And I haven't played it for a while now, so I can't really say if I really like it or not. But, yeah, I don't really have much to say about it, really. I'll need to definitely get round to playing this again. I haven't really gone round to beating it either, but, yeah. Okay, and that's all the PS2 games I have for now, so I hope this was worth me not getting bored, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, I forgot 2 PS2 games, so yeah, that was pretty stupid of me, but I'll go over these 2 PS2 games before I go. Shrek Super Slam, another pretty good fighting game. Well, yeah. And I'm quite a fan of the Shrek series. Well, except for Shrek the Third, that was crap, but yeah. Shrek Super Slam, it's kind of like Super Smash Brothers, you know. You don't like kill your opponents in the game like when you're fighting them, but it's a pretty decent game, just decent in my opinion. And finally, the Getaway Black Monday. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the Getaway is like, let's just say it's the UK's version of GTA. But to be honest, I hate the Getaway games. I don't know, they bore me to death. And so does this one. Sorry. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all my PS2 games right now, so hopefully, or I'm gonna have to do another jump cut. Okay, see you guys. See you in the next video.